visitors in goal, as always, Nikola Roganovic, 2 Perry Lambropoulos, 4 Luke Adams, 5 Jake Marshall, 7 Giuseppe Marafiotti, 8 Dean Beravescos, 10 Marcus Schroen, 11 Bradley Norton, 12 Nicholas Cruceratus, 14 George Howard and 17 Ethan Gage. On the bench, 44 Amir Jashari, 3 Christian Konstantinides, 9 Vasilios Konstantinides, 18 Konstantin... Oh, I'm going to struggle with this one, Matt. Konstantinos Stratomitros. Hopefully he doesn't come on. And number 45, Jerry Siladis. Thoughts on those teams?
Yeah, obviously a couple of changes from South with Jerry Siladis coming out and George Howard coming in. I think it's a pretty much an unchanged lineup from Avondale. So consistency really the key for Avondale so far this season.
Very much so. We saw last night Bentley Greens dropping points for the first time this season, so chance to go to the top of the table for Avondale. Your tip for the game?
Yeah, look, Avenger Park always promises goals, and I think the home side's going to score plenty today. I think it's going to be 4-1 Avondale.
I tend to agree with you there, Matt. I'm going to go with 3-0 to the home side, so the team's just finishing off in the final huddles before the kickoff. It's a lovely day here. Fairly big crowd coming in. 2 heavyweights of NPL Victoria, so moments away from kickoff. Avondale in their traditional blue and South in their away strip of all white. So it's going to be South Melbourne to get us underway at Avenger Park. 4th round action. So just about set here, South Melbourne to get us underway. Action underway here in Brunswick. South kicking from left to right. Roganovic sends it long towards Kritsaradis. Well defended by Ricabene. Boland looking for Zinni, and he finds him, who goes into the box. Left-footed cross, can't find anyone, and it's cleared away from Beravescos. Good start from the home side.
Yeah, very good start. Zinni looking to play Stefan Valentini in there with the cutback, but just overhit it. Good start so far for Avondale, as South Melbourne have a throw in here.
I think the pace of Zinni down this left-hand side is going to cause some trouble for the visitors as the throw to restart play comes in. Marafiotti, tackled by Ricabene. He shields the ball out and wins a throw for Avondale. First involvement for Liam Boland. Flicks it on to Valentini. Out wide to Sakia. Can't find him. Valentini keeps the ball in. Good tackle, and it's a corner to Avondale. So it'll be Ricabene to swing this one in left-footed. think he'd have to be looking for the big frame of Liam Boland here. Just clips it in. Cleared away. Sakia, right-footed, blocked by Norton. Comes in, and it's a goal! Yite Towns flicked it on. The Avondale bench has erupted, and the home side, with only 3 minutes on the clock, are 1-0 up.
Yeah, that second ball in, Yite Towns free at the front post, flicks it over Nikola Roganovic. What a goal for the young Tasmanian, 1-0 Avondale.
A fast start for the league leaders. So 3 minutes, Yite Towns, Avondale 1, South Melbourne 0. South Melbourne just need to get a foothold in this game. Roganovic sends it long. Finds Chrysaratis, who wins the free kick. Bit of feeling in this one, Matt.
Yeah, definitely. I think a little bit of feeling from last year. South determined to come out and right the wrongs of last season, and Avondale really looking to put more teams to the sword.
Sent long downfield. Cleared by Hillier. Lambropoulos with the throw. Ricabene again. Chrysaratis and Ricabene, that looks like it's going to be a good battle.
Yeah, Ricabene really all over Nick Chrysaratis there. Fouls him really in a dangerous position. I think that's going to be a tough competition all day between those two.
Conversation here. It looks like Avondale feel that it may have been flagged by the linesman as a foul to Avondale, but it's going to be a South Melbourne free kick, and Marcus Schroen places the ball down. So a chance for the visitors, who have had, well, no opportunities down this end of the field. So Schroen, left-footed, swings it into the back post, punched away by Oldfield. Yite Towns helps to clear the ball. It's going to be a South Melbourne throw. Lambropoulos, it looked to have gone out. It's going to be an Avondale throw. Long from Ricabene. Chrysaratis was fouled by Ricabene again. It's going to be another throw. Sorry, free kick. Lambropoulos looks up. He has Marafiotti just on the edge of the area. Sends it long. Well controlled by Howard. Howard battles away with Lundy. Lundy looks to pull Howard back. Another free kick to South Melbourne. Later in the game, is that a yellow card?
I'm not too sure. I think Avondale are really just giving away some silly fouls. Since that first goal's gone in, the game's gotten a little bit emotional. And yeah, Avondale these are dangerous areas to be giving away free kicks. And South do have some tall timber in here, so you want to avoid free kicks anywhere really on the edge of that box. Very
silly free kick to give away. And this in this area with the delivery from Schroen, as you said, they've got some tall players. So another chance for South Melbourne. Swung in, back post. Just drops. Oh, it's just wide from Chrysaratis. It sat up nicely and just past the left-hand post. So good response from South Melbourne after going behind after just 3 minutes. South fans in good voice as well.
Yeah, the Clarendon Corners always comes out and supports their team there, and they always like to give the opposition a bit of stick there behind that goal, as we see the goal kick in and played into Hillier from Oldfield.
Sakia, quick feet, looks to play in Lundy. Looks for the cross and it's well blocked by Norton. Swung back in, looking for Zinni. It's just too much, and it's going to be a goal kick. So fast start here at Avenger Park. Avondale taking the lead 3 minutes in, but from Yitte Towns. South Melbourne responding well with a couple of chances, but no goal as yet for them. Reganovic to get us restarted. Sakia. Zinni looks to be played through, but it's well defended by Lambropoulos, and it's going to be an Avondale throw. What areas on the field do you think are the most sort of crucial in this battle?
Oh, I think it's definitely for South Melbourne, who's trying to contain that front four that or front five that Avondale have. You know, you got Sakir, Yitte Towns, Stefan Valentini, Stefan Zinni and Liam Boland. It's a deadly front combination. And for Avondale, it's really going to be able to try and contain Nick Chrysoritis on this right-hand side. He is a dangerous player at this level. He had a good season last year at Green Gully. And these two are really getting into a battle here between Nick Chrysoritis and Rickabane.
Not too much in that one, I think, but it was a foul. But it's definitely an intriguing battle so far. So Avondale free kick. Matthew Reid brings it out of defence. Finds Sakia. Zinni has Riccobene on the overlap. Doesn't use him. Cross comes in, it's weak, and Reganovic gathers for a goal kick. Well won by Yitte Towns. Zinni chips it through back to Towns. Zinni swings it in. Well cleared by South Melbourne. Only as far as Sakia goes down under a tackle. He's still got the ball. Boland plays it out wide to Lundy. Has acres of space in front of him. Swings it in. Well blocked from Marafiotti. God, you don't see him back there much, but good block, and I think it's a corner. So it'll be Riccobene once again with the left foot. Bit of pushing and shoving as you see it every corner in every part of the world now, Matt. Riccobene swings it in. Matthew Reid, just wide. He is a danger at the corner. We were talking about that pre-match.
Yeah, Matty Reid, I think he scored about 10 goals last year for Moreland City in NPL 2, predominantly with his head. He is a very dangerous player on set pieces, and that's nearly the second time in this game he's got on the end of one. And there's Matty Reid not happy with himself there that he didn't put that one away. South have really got to look out for him on set pieces.
He is an absolute mountain of a man, so you can see why he gets his head on it. But just another threat, really, that South Melbourne have to deal with from Avondale's attack. Schroen wins the header. Riccobene sends it towards Sakia. Cleared away. It's going to be an Avondale throw. Riccobene into Boland, looking for Sakia, and he doesn't quite get there. Zinni. think that was more of a shot than a cross. Almost found Boland. Gives away the foul, and South will get the free kick. Roganovic out to Adams, who absolutely scuffs the clearance, and Valentini just can't find that pass. Lundy into Sakia. Great tackle, though, by Gage. Sakia again, running at the defence. He's dragged down. It's a free kick, and that's going to be the first yellow card of the day. Cynical and a very dangerous area. And Dean Beravescus goes into the book. Bit of pushing and shoving. Everyone's in now. Here comes the linesman. Everyone's in it. The referee with the decision to make. We saw someone, I think was it Sakia? Schroen decked Sakia, and then everyone came in. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, South just really struggling to keep the ball, and this is dangerous territory. You've got Liam Boland who can hit it from here. Sakia obviously scored that peach of a free kick against Dandy City in round one. A silly foul to be giving away on the edge of the box here. It's going to be interesting to see who takes it, though.
Well, it looks like Sakia and Liam Boland are over this one. You also have Yitte Towns, who's just walking away now. I think Liam Boland with the left foot maybe from this angle?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, yeah, you can have Boland going up and over. Sakia can also go up and over it. It's a dangerous area. You've got two great free kick takers here. I think it might be Boland that might take this, though.
I think you're right. I think this might be Liam Boland. 3 goals to his name already this year. Can he add a fourth? Yitte Towns just getting involved with the wall. So free kick to Avondale. Liam Boland and Sakia over it. It's Boland straight into the wall and cleared away. Matty Reid looks up to find Ricabene, who he does find, who has space in front of him. Looks up, left-footed cross, cleared away. Schroen helps out, and Chrysaridis can come away with the ball. Yitte Towns in pursuit. He holds him up. Foul on Chrysaridis, and it's going to be a free kick to South Melbourne. As you can probably hear, Avondale not too pleased with that decision. Apologies to anyone offended by Zocchi's language there. So it'll be Schroen once again. He's had a few free kicks that he's put into dangerous areas. Not too many chances so far. Only really the Chrysaridis shot just wide of the left post. But another chance for the away team. Schroen swings it in, away from Ricabene, and it's going to be a throw. Beravescos into Lambropoulos. Good cross. Giuseppe gets his head to it. Sorry, Giuseppe Marafiotti gets his head to it, and it's out for a goal kick. Could have a flat ball here. Hillier back to Oldfield. Sends it long. Has Valentini, who wins the header. Ricabene battling away. Towns Doesn't quite get it. Schroen plays in. Marafiotti. He's got the keeper in front of him. Left foot shot. It's just wide of the post. Great chance for South Melbourne. The fans showing their appreciation behind the goal. Fantastic chance for the visitors.
Yeah, really South's biggest chance of the game so far. Marafiotti on his left foot, inches wide really. One thing maybe that we spoke about before the game is South really needing to take their chances. They have created them in previous games and they have struggled to take them, and that was a great chance there for Marafiotti.
You can see by the fans' reaction behind the goal that was not far away because they were going up. So still 1-0 though. Oldfield sends it long, looking for Boland. Sakia. Duck can't quite get it under control. It's out for a South throw. Chrysorides. It's flicked on. Has space in front of him. Can he kick the ball in? He does. It's a good tackle from Matty Reid. And it's a South Melbourne throw. Peroveskos to Lambropoulos. Good tackle from Zinni. Long throw. Howard's header just straight up into the arms of Oldfield. No problem for the veteran goalkeeper. Sends it really long in search of Valentini, but I don't even think Elvis Kamsoba would have even made that one. What are your thoughts on replacing a man like Kamsoba? How do you think Avondale have done with Sakia and a couple of other players brought into the team?
Yeah, I think they've really substituted the loss of Kane Shepherd and Elvis Kamsoba with the signings of Sakia and Valentini. Valentini, obviously a former Bayern Leverkusen academy player. Sakia's form in New South Wales is, for a midfielder, unbelievable. I mean, 32 goals in 3 seasons speaks for itself. So I think they've done really well in their recruitment in the off-season.
Opened his account here for Avondale. The first game, I think it was, Sakia. So Ricabene into Zinni. Looks up, left-footed cross to find Boland. It's just over his head, and South can come away with it. Dangerous times for the away team. Schroen, great strong tackle with Yete Towns. Marafiotti, foul. It's play on. Marafiotti again. Ricabene just lashing out a little bit there. There's definitely some feeling in this one. James Ricabene now. Looking to find Sakia. He was tripped by, I think it was Jake Marshall. Sorry, it was Perry Lambropoulos. It's going to be a free kick to Avondale. Jesus. So I think Lambropoulos has gone into the book for that one. So I think this will be Sakia to swing this one in. Either Sakia or Ricabene. Tall Timbers up again. Matty Reid, Liam Boland. Sakia, right-footed. Can't beat the first man, and it comes straight out. Ricabene. Crossfield ball finds Boland, who gets his head on it. It was just a bit high, though. And Roganovic gathers that quite easily. Long ball. Well won by James Ricabene. Yete Towns. Intercepted by Schroen. Roganovic just clears. Peroveskos. Well kept him from Chrysorides. Into Howard, who goes down. It's Ricabene again. This could be a card. And it is. It's probably 4 or 5 from James Ricabene in this first half. I think that's the first one, not on Nicholas Chrysorides. So he goes into the book. So 3 bookings already. Jake Marshall to get us back underway. Chips it towards Chrysoritis. Well won in the air by Hillier. Gage out wide to Chrysoritis. Cuts in. Finds Schroen. Just can't find that last ball. And Avondale to come away. Zinni to use his pace. Lambropoulos gets back. Left-footed cross just into the area. Finds Boland. Good tackle from Luke Adams. Crossed in from Riccobene. Looking for Valentini. Good clearance. Calls for handball. Matty Reid into Towns. Sakia. Finds Boland just at his feet. Boland left-footed. Good save from Roganovic. Marafiotti. Intercepted by Riccobene. Matty Reid into Valentini. Good ball from Lundy. Valentini just can't keep it in, and it's a goal kick. Lots of niggly little fouls out there. What do you think the chances are we're going to end with 11 v 11?
Well, I mean, the way it's gone so far, I don't think we're going to end 11 v 11, but yeah, really, I think Avondale have just been first and second to every ball so far this game, and I think that's what is attracting a lot of the fouls. You know, South are getting really frustrated that Avondale are getting to those first and second balls, and yeah, I mean, at this rate, I don't think we're going to finish 11 v 11.
Well, you see James Riccobene here on the left-hand side had a yellow card, and hey, yeah, Perry as well. But what I was going to say was James Riccobene, left back. You've got someone like Chrysoritis running at him. He's going to have to be careful. He's already had 3 or 4 fouls on him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not easy defending when you're on a yellow card, let alone trying to defend Nick Chrysoritis. And, yeah.
Boland just tackled Sakia. Just using his quick feet. Back to Lundy. Well tackled, though, by Chrysoritis, who looks like he's switched wings now. See George Howard out to this right-hand side and Chrysoritis onto the left, which is strange after Riccobene has just been booked.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really strange change because, you know, Riccobene is on a yellow card and Chrysoritis has been giving him a lot of trouble. So you'd think you'd want to keep going at him and you know, not being cynical to try and get someone sent off, but, you know, obviously there's an advantage there. So, yeah, it's a strange change to put George Howard on this side.
Schroen comes away with the ball. He's got space. Howard to his left, who he does find. Good inception from Riccobene, and Zinni can come away with the ball. Avondale have players here. Zinni, left-footed cross. Can't quite find Boland, and South get away with it. There's lots of space at the moment. Schroen. He's got Marafiotti. Cuts back. Into the box. One step over. Back to Schroen. Left-footed shot. Good save from Oldfield. Both teams just going a bit all-out attack there and lots of space in defence. So, good contest here at Avenger Park. Avondale 1, South Melbourne 0. Yite Towns in the 3rd minute. Boland looks to find Zinni, but he can't find him quite. It's bit of a defensive mishap, and it's going to be an Avondale throw. Towns, he's got so much space in front of him. Matty Reid, who can take this ball forward. Plays it out to Lundy. Does well to keep the ball in. Looks for the 1-2, but scuffs his pass, and South can come away. very scrappy at the moment. 27 minutes in, what are your thoughts?
Pretty open game so far. I mean, both teams have had plenty of chances. Big switch there for South Melbourne.
Chrysaridis controls the ball well. Bit of a cynical tackle by Lundy. And it's going to be another yellow card. Both fullbacks for Avondale, as you just said, Matt. It's a long game.
Yeah, I mean, 80 minutes ago, you got both fullbacks on yellow cards trying to defend Nick Chrysaridis and George Howard. Yeah, I mean, they've both got to be careful with how they challenge in this very open game.
Another chance for South Melbourne to swing it in as well. Be Schroen again. Liam Boland has gone back to help out with the defensive duties. Avondale with everyone back here. Swung in. It does find Boland. South Melbourne throw. Lambropoulos into Gage, who switches the ball wide. Chrysaridis. Good ball into Beravescos. Cleared away, though, from Hillier. Reganovic sends it long. Flag is up though, and it's a throw to the home side. Adams just has to put it out for another throw. Sakia to Lundy. Phil Rekabene finds Boland, who puts in Towns. Out wide to Zinni again. Goes past one. Goes past the second. Shoots. And it's a goal! Fantastic solo goal from Stefan Zinni. And the home side 2-0 to the good.
Yeah, Ute Towns with acres of space. I thought he might pull the trigger, but he plays it into Stefan Zinni, the former South Melbourne youth player, who cuts in on his right foot and buries it in the bottom corner. That's got to hurt for South Melbourne for an ex-player to score against you.
It looked like he rode the challenge well and just sort of lashed out at it, and he found the corner. Reganovic, no chance. And Avondale now with a 2-goal advantage through Stefan Zinni, as you said, ex-South Melbourne player. 30 minutes on the clock. Avondale 2, South Melbourne 0. When talking about the pressure that South Melbourne have put on, I can't recall Chris Oldfield making a save yet.
No, but it's really strange because South really had a good patch of play leading up to that goal, and they looked a little bit dangerous as Ute Town looks to break through here and switches the ball to Lundy.
Great ball from Ute Towns. Unfortunately, Lundy was just caught flat-footed there. Towns, probably one of the best players on the pitch at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. It's been really good to see Ute Towns develop over the last 3 seasons. Obviously, he started off playing at right back and he's been playing on the wing, but now he's really put a stake of claim in that midfield position. He's a talented young player.
Sakia into Boland. Looks to have been taken out by Luke Adams, and it's a free kick. Boland getting involved with Beravescos now. He loves a scrap, Liam Boland. Few other players getting involved now. Just handbags. That's going to be a free kick to Avondale. Referee just going to have a chat with them. Oh, can't imagine it'd be much more than that. Probably just a bit far out for a shot here, as the referee just makes sure that Avondale don't get any more metres on that one. I think this could be maybe the outswinger of Sakia.
Yeah, you got the outswinger, you got the inswinger. It's a dangerous set piece here.
They wait. Ricabene, left-footed, finds Boland, and it's in! 3-0! Liam Boland! The coaching staff are on the pitch. He runs towards them. And Avondale, after only 32 minutes, are 3-0 up at home. My word.
Avondale running riot here at Avenger Park, 3-0. We said Avenger Park promises goals. It has not been happy hunting for South Melbourne down here at Avondale. They've copped 3 in the first half. Liam Boland flicking out onto the back post. Really unbelievable from Avondale this first half.
Do you see a way back for South Melbourne?
Look, it's going to be hard for them to get back in this game. I'm more worried about them conceding even more goals here. Avondale are rolling over this game, and they're just full of confidence right now. And South, visibly look frustrated and a bit depleted right now.
Great tackle from George Howard, in strong. Just important that South Melbourne don't lose their heads here. Long throw. Gage, back to Adams. Looks to find Chrysaridis well in from Matty Reid. Schroen looking Bavaria Vescos, but it's gathered by Oldfield. If anyone is going to come back, it is South Melbourne. I do recall a certain FFA Cup game. Was it last year or the year before against Dandenong City? Everyone wrote them off then. Can they do it again? But this is against a team that, top of the table, absolutely flying. Runners up last year. It's a tough ask.
Yeah, obviously that infamous FFA Cup game where they came back from 4-1 down against Dandenong City. But that was really South Melbourne at the peak of their powers. I think they went on and made the semi-finals against Sydney FC that season. So
they did, yes. I'm still not quite sure what happened there. But 4-1. There will obviously be a replay of that fixture this year with Danny City getting promoted. So might have to try and get on that one for the commentary. Matty Reid, headers away. Finds Sakia, good control. Out wide to Zinni. Finds Towns on the overlap. Lambropoulos looking to try and defend. Boland holds it up. Ricabene, left-footed cross, looking for Valentini. Cleared away, and it's going to be a corner. Bradley Norton with the clearing header. Pressure is relentless, Matt. Yeah,
just relentless pressure from Avondale. And South, on that last play, there were some players walking to defend. It's never a good sign when you're 3-0 down, you've got players walking. It's another corner for Avondale. They've got some tall timber in the box.
You'd think for South just to get to the half-time break with no more conceded and try and hatch a plan as to what to do. Some very good banter on the sidelines here between the coaches. We won't repeat it, but very humorous. So corner. Swung in. Doesn't beat the first man. And South can get out. Avondale just getting some possession in. Looks like Avondale now have had a switch of the wings. Schroen just trying to find that miracle ball, really, and it hasn't worked all day, and it didn't work there. So I think they need a new plan, South Melbourne.
Oh, I think defensively they need to clean up their shape. They're floating between a 4-5-1 and a 4-3-3 defensively, and it's just too easy for Avondale to get out.
Seems to be a lot of space in the midfield as Chrysaritis comes back to defend and does well. Schroen tackled by Towns. Look to win the ball, but it's a free kick. Quickly taken. No communication there between, I think it was Norton and Chrysaritis, and it just comes to nothing, and it's going to be a goal kick. Hillier drives out of defence. Gage. Chrysaritis tackled by Boland. A lot of urgency for Avondale. They want this ball back. Long ball across to Howard. Look to be handball. Play on. Crosses the ball left-footed. It's too much on it, and it's another goal kick. Oldfield sends it long. Well won by Adams. Ricabene battles away with Schroen. No free kick, and it's an Avondale throw. So 41 minutes played. Bit of a lull in the game at the moment. Avondale 3, South Melbourne 0. Zinni, looked like it was a foul on Boland. They tried to play advantage. There wasn't any. It's going to be a free kick to Avondale. Lundy crosses the ball. Cleared away from Marshall. Ricabene with the spectacular. Didn't come off. He has the ball though. Out to Zinni. Lundy can't find him again. Battles away with Norton, and he does well and wins the throw. Lambropoulos to Howard. Good tackle from Ricabene. Matty Reid waits a bit, does get the clearance though. It's going to come straight back. Howard has the overlap, doesn't choose to use it though. Marshall all the way back to Reganovic. Towns flicks on towards Boland. Schroen. Great ball towards Chrysaradis. Cuts in. Takes on one. Good hold-up play from Matty Reid. He jumps in there, and it's a free kick to South Melbourne. Another free kick given away from Avondale in a dangerous position. They may be 3 up, but they are giving South Melbourne enough chances.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple of free kicks from this area for South. They haven't been able to create anything yet, but, I mean, if you're going to continue to foul players on the edge of the box, eventually you are going to get punished. So I'm sure South Melbourne would be happy to pull one back here if they could before half-time. Marcus Schroen over the ball.
Would you maybe go with a right-footed here, try and swing it in at that back post?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely can, but I think Marcus Schroen is the best set-piece taker they have.
He swings it in. It's cleared away from Boland. It's going to come back in. Berevescus in towards the back post. Oldfield comes and gathers. He has Sakia racing on the right-hand side. Doesn't choose to use him. Just calms it down. We've played almost 44 minutes. Oh, he has used him now. It's too much on it, though. He has got a massive kick, Chris Oldfield. He can almost pretty much make the opposition box on one kick, but yeah, that one just coming to nothing. So looks like we're going to have 2 minutes of stoppage time. We can see the fourth official just below us. Board goes up now. So 2 added minutes at the end of this first half. Avondale 3, South Melbourne 0. Zinni. Sends it long. Well done by Adams. Ball won back by South. Gage. In towards Marafiotti, but can't find him. And Avondale are coming away with the ball. Look to be a South Melbourne ball, and it is. So if you're Contangalagas, what are you saying to your players at half-time?
Well, I'm sure there's going to be some stern words spoken at half-time for South Melbourne. It's really been a poor performance by them this half. The question is, what do you do going forward? Because the last thing you want to do is concede more goals in the second half.
You take Towns. Good tackle from Berevescos. Gives away the throw. I think just trying to play it simple. There's been a few times where they've tried to play that miracle ball, and when it comes off, it's fantastic. But you see with Avondale, just playing it simple. There's tons of space in the middle of the park, and they're able to come through. Sakia, left-footed, just wide. Calls for offside, but he was played on, I think, by Luke Adams, and that's just wide, and almost a fourth for the home side. Time winding down in the first half. It's been a fantastic performance from the home side. So Reganovic to send this long. I don't think there's too much time left. Referee looks at his watch, but we continue. Chrysaradis. Tackled by Sakia. Avondale just winding down time, and there is the halftime whistle. A fantastic performance from the home side. Avondale 3, South Melbourne 0. Your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I mean, the scoreline will say all one-way traffic. South definitely had some half chances and a great chance. I think it was Marafiotti on his left foot to bury it. He didn't. South took advantage of the chances that they had. and it's 3-0. There seems to be a bit of an issue going on here between Avondale and the referees, but they clearly walk away. The question is for South is what do you do in the second half? I think they've got to keep the ball better and potentially maybe bring on Jerry Siliadis to provide them some killer instinct in that final third. As the sprinklers have turned on here at Avenger Park, it's we've gotten everything here in the first half.
Avondale coaching staff and players are really getting stuck into the referee for some reason. I can't understand why they'd be in a bad mood at all. There's something going on in the tunnel now. Well, it's all happening here at Avenger Park. Half-time, Avondale 3, South Melbourne 0.
You say the thing's been ripped down?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I reckon something happened in there for sure.
Well, we'll have to see if it's 22.
Like referees, we tell them, like we told court official and the assistant on that side, should fuck off into the tunnel. So you see what's going on. Because they were in the middle of like, had no idea what the fuck's going on. And now what's going to happen? No one's
that sitting down there? Or is it...
Tango came in as an assistant last year.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll chuck your sound on now. We'll shut up.
It's only been a commentary speak, you can hear it. So can you hear it now? Okay, so once the
Good to go?
I'll let you know.
Constantinides has been booked for assuming that it's for something that happened in the tunnel just after half time. We weren't able to see, but his substitute is on a yellow card, so that is how we're going to start this second half. Just recapping, Avondale took the lead through Yitte Towns in the 3rd minute. Stefan Zinni made it 2-0 in the 30th minute, and then Liam Boland with his 4th goal of the season on 33 minutes. Here's a headline: we've got no balls here at Avenger Park.
Plays with goals, with corner flags. We've got no footballs.
So just a delay here while we're waiting for the balls to re-enter the fray from the changing room. And we are set to go. So Liam Boland to get us underway. Avondale, 3 goals to the good. Can they capitalise on this, or can South Melbourne bring it back and make a game of it. We're underway. What is the response going to be from the visitors? Hillier. Intercepted by Gage. Out to Marafiotti, who's got space. Swings it in left-footed towards Howard. Good save from Oldfield, but a good positive start from South Melbourne.
Yeah, good start from South. They create a chance early. No visible changes, but you'd hope for some changes in their approach for this second half. And that's a great start to create a chance so early.
South Melbourne fans still in good voice. They need to get behind their team. South Melbourne throw. Look like I've got a bit more urgency now. Schroen over towards Marafiotti, but it's cleared by Riccobene. Just recapping the yellow cards. So James Riccobene and Brandon Lundy on a yellow for Avondale, and Perry Lambropoulos and Dean Berevescus for South Melbourne. Could have another one here. No. Berevescus with a challenge on Zinni. He's going to get away with it. And a free kick to Avondale. Riccobene clips it towards Boland. Well up from Luke Adams. Zinni looks to fire from about 25 yards. It's sailed over the bar, and it's going to be a goal kick. Reganovic restarts. Well up. Chrysoriadis. Probably South's best player in the first half. Marshall over to Adams. Boland now. Looks forward to Zinni, who's onside. He's in on goal. Shoots. Wide. Great chance for Stefan Zinni. Luke Adams just caught a bit flat-footed. And that was a great chance to make it 4-0.
Yeah, Luke Adams there just rushing his pass and putting it right in the path of Liam Boland, who slots Zinni in, and a poor finish from Zinni. He could have really killed off that game at 4-0. Definitely a sense of urgency from South Melbourne since they've come out from the sheds.
An early goal for South makes it an interesting game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if they score early, there's always the chance to bring one back. We've seen it many times in football. I think the key for the first 10 minutes for South is just to get in control of the game, and then, yeah, like you said, try and get one back.
Sent long from Reganovic. Lundy clears for a throw. So the ball been cleared, and we don't have a secondary ball. So the equipment problems continue here at Avenger Park. It's coming in from the other side. So Norton with the throw into Schroen. Good 1-2. Howard to Gage. Good play from South Melbourne. Lambropoulos with the crossfield ball. He's looking for Howard. The pass isn't accurate and goes through to Oldfield, who looks like he's got probably about twice as many South Melbourne fans behind him in this half. But at the moment, he's had all the laughs. Riccobene. It's fouled from Gage. Avondale in no hurry to take this. Hillier. Zinni, who's clattered by Lambropoulos. He's on a yellow as well, so South Melbourne treading a fine line. I think he's just getting probably his final talking to. Lambropoulos and Berevescus both on a yellow, both with a tackle in this second half. Sakia. Towns. Well intercepted by Howard. Howard goes down under a tackle from Towns. Tries to play it through, but Lundy is going to come away with the ball. Howard has stayed down. Lundy into Sakia. Good tackle from Marshall when it's out for an Avondale throw. Lundy swings it in with the right foot, takes a deflection, and Reganovic gathers under pressure from Yite Towns. Sends it long in search of Howard. Well up from Matthew Reid. Chris Aradis plays it back to Gage. Out wide to Lambropoulos. It's just that final pass in the final third. Sakia looked like a handball. He looked at the ref and was told he could play on. Towns. Ricabene trying to find Sakia. It's cleared well from Luke Adams. Boland, he's got space in front of him. Looks to play it through to Zinni. It's just gone past him. The flag was up anyway. Definitely more urgency from South Melbourne.
Yeah, I mean, evidently South looked like a different team this half. I mean, the question is, where was this in the first 45 minutes? They're first to every ball now. They look dangerous going forward. They're winning all the headers as they come forward again.
Howard looks up. He's got Marafiotti. Has a chance to run at Ricabene. Cuts back onto the left foot, shoots, and that is going to go over the Reggio Calabria club. But still good signs for South Melbourne.
Yeah, very good signs. Like I said, they're evidently playing a lot better in this first 5 to 6 minutes. And interestingly, South are going to make a sub now, even though they are on top of the game.
It's my friend here, Stratometros, who's going to come on by the looks of things, and I think it's going to be Dean Berevescus to leave the field. We'll wait for that one to be confirmed, though. Long ball from Oldfield goes out of play, and it's going to be a South Melbourne throw. Schroen. Norton. Plays it into Chris Aratis. Good tackle from Lundy. So Stratometros readied to enter the fray. Marshall out wide to Lambropoulos. Marafiotti, who's been on the ball a bit more than he was in the first half. Had a great chance to equalise just after Yite Towns opened the scoring, but it was just wide of the far post. Norton. The sub will be made, so it is Dean Berevescus. He's not happy. And Stratometros comes on. He is not happy about coming off, but Stratometros is into the action straight away. Gage out wide to Marafiotti. Good tackle from Ricabene. Zinni links up well with Boland. Good tackle from Marshall. Schroen plays in Marafiotti again. Swings it in towards George Howard. How has he missed? The ball bounced just before him. All he needed to do was get a touch on it, and it would have been 3-1. But it looked like his shot was a swing and a miss.
Yeah, huge chance there for South Melbourne. George Howard with a chance to pull one back for South Melbourne, who are evidently on top of this game. He'll be kicking himself over that one. What a chance for South Melbourne.
55 minutes in, it remains 3-0. Oldfield sends it long. Luke Adams wins the header again. Stefanzini, so Stefanzini was in. They would look to be playing the advantage, and there was none, so it's going to be a South Melbourne free kick. Stratomitras plays a long ball towards Marafiotti. It wasn't thought out well. Marshall. Header's intercepted. Now Yite Towns has a chance to run the defence. Valentini goes down behind play, but it's play on. South Melbourne come away with the ball. Schroen looking to find Chrysaradis, but he can't. And Valentini has a chance now to take it forward for Avondale. Stratomitras with good pressure, and Schroen will come away again. A lot of crossfield balls being attempted, and Avondale seem to be up to the task.
Yeah, I think it might have been one of those slight changes that South Melbourne made at halftime. Definitely trying to switch the ball quickly and isolate the Avondale fullbacks, who are both on yellow cards.
Stratomitras plays it in towards Schroen. Well intercepted by Lundy. Norton out wide to Chrysaradis. Good play from South Melbourne. He's running at Valentini, who does well and puts it out for a South Melbourne corner. So it's going to be Marcus Schroen to take this corner, right in front of the Avondale substitutes. So Schroen, left-footed, swings it in. Marafiotti gets the header, and it's out for a goal kick. So Oldfield to restart. Looks at the short one and eventually says no, and he's going to send it long. Luke Adams. Yite Towns intercepts, plays it out wide to Zinni. Jinxes his way through, crosses the ball, it's over everyone, and it's out for a goal kick. Stefan Zinni still looking dangerous.
Yeah, he's definitely causing South a lot of problems down that left-hand side. South really in control of this game, but Avondale always dangerous on the counter-attack. So as South go forward, they do need to be cautious that Avondale can break quickly, and they do have quality in that final third.
Seems strange to say that a team who's 3-0 down is in control of the game, but they are. This second half, they've really changed the way they've played, and they've had most of the possession, but they just can't find that through ball in. As the ball goes down the line towards Chrysaradis. I think the ball was out from the original pass. That's going to be an Avondale throw. Long throw. Stratomitras does well. Boland with an outside of the football towards Zinni, who has loads of space. Lambropoulos in front of him. Zinni runs, left-footed cross in towards Boland. Marshall does well and clears. Marifiotti battles away with Ricabene and wins the throw. South Melbourne readying another sub. So I believe George Howard is going to be coming off, and it's going to be Vasilios Konstantinidis to come on. Attacking change.
Yeah, and Valios Konstantinidis is somebody that I know South fans are speaking quite highly of in his short appearances that he has had played for the club. He forged out a career in Greece for quite a while. I know he hasn't played a lot of football in the last couple of years, but South fans definitely feel that he has quality in the final third, and another attacking change here for South Melbourne.
So that change will be happening now. A South player just down on the ground on the far side, as George Howard comes off to applause from the South Melbourne faithful. And Konstantinidis comes on. Can he find that goal to kickstart a comeback? So I think it's Jake Marshall, I believe, is down. He was down for a fair while. He looks a bit dazed. But it's still going to be an Avondale throw. So 2 changes made by South Melbourne. So long ball, intercepted by Matthew Reid. Stratomitros just a bit eager to get in and foul Sakia. So Stefan Zinni, he's in again, looks up, cuts back onto his left foot, he goes down, and it's a penalty! Jake Marshall stood his ground, Stefan Zinni went down. South Melbourne bench are not happy about that one, but it's a penalty to Avondale, and a chance to really put this game to bed.
Yeah, Zinni there, he got past Perry Lambropoulos there, and I think his momentum and with Jake Marshall clipping him is what brought him down. There wasn't a lot of contact, but I guess, Zinni's lightning quick, so any contact is going to bring him down, and really South Melbourne would be disappointed with that. They've been good for their money in the second half, but Liam Boland really with a chance to put this game to bed.
Liam Boland, who's already scored a penalty this year, 4 goals to his name, leading scorer in the league. Can he put this in and make it 4-0 to Avondale? Nikola Reganovic sizes him up. So it's Liam Boland from the spot. Looks like a member of the South Melbourne coaching staff is being told to leave the vicinity. And he's standing his ground for some reason. I'm not too sure what his argument can be for him standing there. But it's just a bit more of a delay. Reganovic is up in the face of Liam Boland, so some mind games happening. So Boland v Reganovic, the 65th minute. Boland steps up, scores. It's 4-0 to Avondale, and you'd have to say that's game over. The home side in full control at Avenger Park. And the league leaders score again.
Yeah, Liam Boland buries that across the goalkeeper. It's 4-0 Avondale. I think, the story of South Melbourne's season so far has been chances created, chances not taken. I remember watching them in round 1, and they were wasteful in their chances against Bentley, and they've been wasteful again today, and really they've been punished for that, and that's what happens when you play against the top sides. They punish you for not taking your chances.
So where do we go from here? South restart. All the good work that South Melbourne had put in at the start of this second half comes to nothing. An Avondale lead 4-0. They're readying a change. Looks like Jonathan Germano might be about to enter the field. Oldfield sends it long. Well in from Norton. Stratometros does well, but Lundy does even better, and he has acres of space in front of him. Luke Adams comes across, makes a good tackle, and wins the throw as well. Looks like Sakia is going to make way for Germano next time the ball goes out. Reganovic sends it long towards Marafiotti, who keeps it in. Lambropoulos into Konstantinides, whose first involvement is intercepted. Yite Towns finds Boland. And Yite Towns, it's a late tackle from Norton, and he is now going to go into the book. Going for the ball, he was just a bit late, and he is the 5th player to go into the book. So Sakia, another very good performance, makes way for Jonathan Germano, and it looks like Jerry Saladas is going to come on as well. Marcus Schoen is not happy about something. Jerry Saladas on, Marcus Schoen off. And Sakia off, Germano on. Germano looks to play in Valentini. Here's Saladas. Stratometros almost finds Marafiotti, but it's well intercepted by Scott Hillier. Long field ball finds Valentini, whose first touch is good. He looks up, he's got space. Cuts back onto the left foot. Fakes the shot. Back to Boland. Stefan Zinni. Shot blocked. Germano. Shot is blocked as well. The ball's still there. Zinni's pass. Can't find Lundy. And it's out for a throw. Oldfield sends it long. Well won in the air by Marshall. Norton looks up, plays it wide to Chrysaratis. Plays it back through to Norton. Left-footed cross, just blocked, and Avondale are going to come away. Zinni back on the right-hand side. Good flick from Boland, and Yite Towns has Valentini, plays the great crossfield ball, he's in on goal, shoots, good save from Reganovic. He stood tall and stopped a 5th going in. Distribution is good as well. Chrysaratis jinxes past a couple, looked like Germano clipped him. He's only been on the field for a couple of minutes, but he's in the book. Great save from Reganovic there.
Yeah, I mean, a great save from Reganovic. I mean, we were almost at shades of last season where, you know, Avondale put 6 past South, an opportunity to put 5 there. A great little flick from Liam Boland, though, to put Yite Towns in, and then Yite Towns puts Stefan Zinni in on goal. Very free-flowing game, though, as Avondale look to unload the bench now.
The substitution of Marcus Schoen for Jerry Saladas, should it have been made before, maybe at half-time?
Maybe not for Marcus Schoen, but maybe for potentially someone in that front 3. I actually thought maybe they'd take George Howard off and bring Jerry on out wide to create something on that final third. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. And I also thought maybe Dean should have stayed on. I mean, he was doing really well, and I know he was on a yellow, but South were in control of the game, so yeah.
Constantinides with the free kick. Swings it. It's over the bar. He went the keeper's side. I think Oldfield would have had it covered anyway. So Avondale going to make their second change of the afternoon. Joey Katabian being readied. And I believe it's going to be Yitte Towns who, for me personally, he's been the man of the match so far. Germano. Oh, loose pass, but Hillier does well. Sends it out wide to Valentini. Towns does well. Lambropoulos, it's a lunging tackle on Yitte Towns. The linesman flagged for it, but it's play on. Has to be careful, he's on a yellow card. Foul from Marifiotti. And it's going to be an Avondale free kick. So the change will be made. Yitte Towns will be taken off, and Joey Katabian
Yeah, so it looks like I think South are going to looks like Avondale are going to have a change of shape here. It looks like Katabian and Boland will go up front together in a 4-4-2, and Rickaby and Germano will sit, and then you've got Valentini and Zinni out wide. So that tells me they're going for more goals.
Maybe they're trying to top the 6-0 from last year. Not good viewing if you're a fan or member of South Melbourne. Avondale restart. It's a good quick ball through to Katabian, whose first touch cuts it back to Boland and somehow misses the ball. It was a well-worked free kick. Joey Katabian, who's just come on, his first touch was to cut it back to Liam Boland, and somehow he hasn't got a foot on it. Katabian, tackle on Salatis. Stratometros. Intercepted. Katabian, who looks to have injured his hand. Could be a finger out of place. So Joey Katabian, who's only been on the pitch for about a minute or so, looks to have a dislocated finger. He's told the it is the physio is going to pop it back in on the field. Bradley Norton getting stuck into the assistant referee here. Looks like the physio's having a bit of trouble trying to pop this one back in. Grim viewing at Avenger Park. He's going to leave the field just to pop it back in. He's only come on in the last 90 seconds or so, but he's coming off. And Avondale temporarily down to 10 men. Yeah, almost an assist, and now a finger out of place. So play restarts. Avondale with a man down just temporarily. Looks like they've got it back in. Valentini looks to turn. Wins the ball back, but the ball stays in play. Marifiotti. And it's going to be an Avondale throw. Right, Katabian back on. We'll see what happens next. Reed out wide to Lundy. Here he is again. Germano's pass comes to nothing, and Reganovic is going to send it long. Sends it down towards Constantinides. Salatis. Zinni into Katabian. Marshall out of position, but Luke Adams cleans up. Salatis looks up. His pass is misplaced, and Katabian's going to come away with the ball. South just looking a bit rattled at the moment. Great crossfield ball towards Zinni. Just clips it over the top. Valentini, header was on goal. It's a good save from Roganovic, but the flag was up for offside. South just looking really rattled at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's tough. You're 4-0 down. You know, chances after chance after chance is going in behind on you. And, yeah, I mean, it's really tough. But how good's Brendan London been in this game? He is a workhorse.
He's done well. Play restarts. Long ball over the top towards Katabian. Marshall sends it back the other way. Matty Reid headers away. The back four for Avondale have been very solid today.
Oh, they've been excellent, really, keeping South at bay. And South have just been deprived of any real ideas here. And they're giving the ball away as Avondale come forward again.
Luke Adams does well. Konstantinides with a chance to run. Sort of mix between a cross and a shot there. Came to nothing. And it's a goal kick. And Chris Oldfield is going to take his time on this as Avondale ready their third and final change. I think it's going to be Yusuf Ahmed coming on. Still going for more goals.
Yeah, I mean, another attacking change for Avondale. They're not settling with 4. They want more as they bring on Yusuf Ahmed here.
Looks like Stefan Zinni, who's been fantastic today, will be leaving the field. Boland, fouled by Adams. It's going to be an Avondale free kick. Ball's just played back. Avondale winning the possession game. Long ball, bit of miscommunication, and it goes all the way through to Roganovic. So change to be made from Avondale. Yusuf Ahmed coming on. Stefan Zinni giving an applause as he comes off. Second goal of the game. Won the penalty for the fourth. Very good day for the ex-South man.
Yeah, Zinni's been excellent. As you said, scored the second goal. Was brought down for the penalty for the fourth. He's just been dangerous from start to finish, really. And Yusuf Ahmed that comes on is just as dangerous as Stefan Zinni. So there's going to be no time to relax for Bradley Norton.
Yeah, I can't see him going at centre-back to protect the lead. So we'll see what else happens as South have the ball. Just Avondale just swarming on the ball when they haven't got it. Liam Boland plays it in towards Germano. It was a poor tackle from Statamitros, who then goes into the books. So a few for South today. They're letting the frustration get the better of them. And then by my count, that's five yellow cards for South today, including Christian Konstantinides, who won't be entering the field, but does have a yellow card.
Yeah, I mean, I think those first 20 minutes we saw South Melbourne, really first to every ball and winning those chances, which was good. But then after that fourth goal, again, it's been all Avondale. Avondale are first, second, third, fourth to every ball, and that's why they're dominating this game. It's
really killed the game, that fourth goal. South came out from the sheds at half-time and were really up for it. And whether you agree with the penalty or not, it's really killed this game. So play restarts. Ricabene into Ahmed, whose first touch of the game is a bit wayward, but he does win the free kick. Germano can't quite find Valentini. Marafiotti Step over. Goes past Germano. Puts it out wide to Chris Aratis. Under pressure from Ahmed. His gangly legs wins the throw. Doesn't win the throw. There's a bit of afters as well. A little bit of pushing and shoving. Not too sure why, but as an Avondale player, you don't want to do anything stupid here. You're 4-0 up, cruising in the game. You don't want to give away a stupid free kick or get a booking or even a red. It would just be silly. So Ahmed tackled well from Luke Adams. Norton battles with Boland, and Boland gives away the free kick.
Fourth home game in a row next week.
Long ball played. Valentini does well. So looks like South Melbourne are down to 10 men at the moment. Nick Chrysarides has come off the field looking a bit ginger. I'm not sure if he's going to come back on. That was probably what ensued that little bit of a scuffle. But he does look actually hurt, probably more winded maybe with his hands on the head. The physio's with him. He's walking back towards the halfway line, so looks like he probably will re-enter this game. Konstantinides into Salatis. Gage. Adams into Norton, well tackled from Ahmed. So 82 minutes played. Avondale 4, South Melbourne 0. Avondale going to go top of the table with this win. Adams, pass is intercepted. Katabian just chests the ball down to Valentini. Marafiotti can't keep the ball in, but he was fouled before and he wins the free kick. Looks like Valentini has gone down probably with cramp. Play resumes. Good ball over the top from Salatis. Norton chips the ball over towards Chrysarides. It's well intercepted by Reed, and Avondale clear their lines. Just around the grounds, Dandenong City 3, Green Gully 2, full time. So Dandy City with their first win in the NPL Victoria this season. Both teams reduced to 10 men in a action-packed first half. 2-2, 10 men at half-time. So Dandy City on the board with a great win away at Green Gully. Later on today, Dandenong Thunder v Altona Magic, and Hume City have a visit from champions Heidelberg United. So play back underway. About 4.5 minutes remaining at Avenger Park. Oldfield sends it long. Sting has really gone from this game now. Good possession play from Avondale. Katabian goes down like he's just been shot, but he was fouled, and it's going to be an Avondale free kick. He almost went down in slow motion there.
Yeah, he did. He went down quite slowly, and Stratometros, I mean, there's not much in that, but he does kind of have to be careful. He is on a yellow card.
This is true. Yeah, unless he puts in a pretty strong challenge, I think he'll be all right. As I said, the sting's gone out of the game. He hasn't been on the park for too long, and yeah, I think if you're for both teams, really, it's just about preservation. South, you don't want to concede again, but you also don't want to have a silly red card. And Avondale just wait out these 4 minutes and celebrate tonight, as they'll be top of the table by 3 points after Bentley Greens lost 2-0 to Melbourne Knights last night. Germano plays it out to Valentini, who's going to run at Lambropoulos, who gets a foot in. Looks a bit ginger, Valentini. He's put in a good shift. He's only got a couple of minutes plus stoppage time to remain out there. What have you made of South Melbourne today?
Look, I think after they came out of the sheds at half-time, they were very good, but they needed to start like that, and they didn't, and that's why what happened. Again, look, they do create chances, but they don't take them, and that's really been their downfall so far. I mean, you saw in the Bentley game in round one, they just didn't take their chances, and rightfully so, they lost. Same things happened here again today.
And the league leaders, Avondale.
I mean, Avondale have really, started where they left off last season, really putting teams to the sword. And I think the grand final defeat of last year is still burning in them, and they definitely want to stake their claim as a title contender this season. They've recruited well in the off-season, and they just look just as good as they were last year.
Avondale at home to Pascoe Vale next Saturday. A game really they'll be thinking they should win. And South Melbourne travel to Kingston City next Monday night, which isn't an easy place to go on the Monday night slot.
No, that Monday night slot down at Grange Reserve has caught a couple of teams out. I think they beat Heidelberg and South Melbourne last year at the Grange Reserves.
4-1, I believe, against Heidelberg.
Yeah, so that's just another tough game, and the tough games keep on coming here in the NPL.
Marshall just stops the attack, plays it back to Lambropoulos, and South Melbourne can clear their lines. Gage just clears the ball away, and it's going to be an Avondale throw. What about your tips for tonight? So Dandenong Thunder hosting Altona Magic. Could be a bit of a feisty game, that one.
Yeah, definitely, and watch out for Dandy Thunder. I mean, they've put 3 goals past Kingston and Oakley in the opening 30 minutes of their last 2 games, so they can surprise teams. Although they did cop a heavy defeat to Hume City in round 1, they've seemed to have shapen up since then.
Good block from Marshall to deny Ahmed. And big game in Broadmeadows tonight. Hume City, who are flying at the moment, host champions Heidelberg United. What do you see happening down there? Just as we go back to play, Ahmed, left-footed crosses back to Germano, shoots, hits the post, comes back out, and South Melbourne to clear their lines, but they're lucky not to be 5 down there. Joey Katabian, silly, great ball through from Solotis, and it goes through to Oldfield, but that is silly from Joey Katabian. No need to do that, and I would not be surprised if he's booked after the play. So yeah, how do you see it going down at ABD Stadium?
Look, Hume have started the season really well, and they have a really good squad with some decent depth in it. The champions Heidelberg, though, are flying. It will be a close game. I think it can go either way. It's just a matter of who takes their chances and who doesn't.
Lundy played through from Valentini. He has options in the box, crosses it in. Great block from Marshall, and it's going to be a corner. Yeah, I think it's going to be a fantastic game down at Hume tonight. Hume really have surprised me this year. They've played really well. Heidelberg, first couple of games, took a while to get going. Good win at home against Melbourne Knights last week. Players like Ruben Way coming back into the fold. I think we're in for a cracker. I'm probably going to go with a high-scoring draw, but it wouldn't surprise me if either team find a win. So, corner, we're almost into stoppage time. I think there's going to be 3 minutes, as it looks like the fourth officials board is made up below us. Katabian to take the corner. The board goes up, 3 minutes. Cross comes in, Reganovic doesn't get it, but the whistle is gone. And it's free kick. Joey Katabian incidentally didn't get booked after the play for that grab, which he's quite lucky for. 4-0 up, you don't need to be doing that. That could have come back to haunt him later on in the season. But he's escaped sanction. Reganovic sends it long. Katabian wins the header. Valentini just battles with Marshall. Yeah, it seems like I was going to say the cramp has gone away, but he looks a bit ginger after that one as well. Crossfield ball towards Ahmed, who loses it in the sun, and it's a South Melbourne throw. So we've played about 45 seconds of the additional 3. Just formalities now with the score at 4-0. Just recapping. Yite Towns in the 3rd minute put Avondale off to a flyer, and then Stefan Zinni in the 30th minute made it 2-0. Liam Boland just 3 minutes later made it 3-0. And then Stefan Zinni brought down in the area, won the penalty, and Liam Boland converted. Konstantinides, been quiet since coming on, plays in Norton, who again plays in Marafiotti. Left-footed cross, there's no one in the box, and Avondale can clear. Flag is up, and it's out for a throw. There is one more game that we haven't spoken about on Monday night: Kingston City versus Oakley Cannons. Bit of a local derby. How do you see that one going?
Well, I mean, it's a must-win for Oakley Cannons. They've lost their opening 3 games after recruiting quite heavily in the off-season, and Kingston also looking to get their season kick-started. That Monday night fixture is tentatively been quite good for them in the past. Really, both teams need a win in that game. It's going to be really interesting. I have a feeling that Kingston might win that game.
I'm going to disagree with you. I think Oakley will get off and running there. You look at their team on paper. I know football's not paid on paper, but you look at their team and they shouldn't be on no points. So I think they might come good, and I think it'll be a good game. But I'm going to tip Oakley Cannons in there. We've played 2 minutes of the additional 3. Not too much longer to play. Avondale 4, South Melbourne 0. Avondale going to go 4 from 4 and sit pretty at the top of the table after Bentley Greens dropped points against Melbourne Knights last night.
Let's go! Yes!
Boland just smacking that one. We've played 3 minutes. We're at the mercy of the referee's whistle. Stratometrios pass doesn't find anyone. And the full-time whistle goes. Avondale 4 from 4. 12 points, sitting pretty at the top of the table. 4-0 winners against South Melbourne here at Avenger Park. 3-0 at half-time. They were in cruise control. And Liam Boland sealed it with a penalty in the 64th minute. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, Avondale really from start to finish were excellent. South Melbourne had that patch just after half-time where they came out and they definitely controlled the game. But after that penalty, it was really game over at that point. And really, can you really ask more from Avondale from the start of the season?
Oh, they could have scored there when they hit the post. It could have been 5-0. But no, a fantastic start from the runners-up in 2018. They'll be looking to continue that next week. South Melbourne, Monday night against Kingston next week. They really want to get up and running again after 2 wins. We will leave it there. So thank you for joining us here at Avenger Park. Matt Sultana, thank you very much. My name's Marcus Copsey. And thank you for joining us. And we'll see you at the next game.